YouTube, what is going on? I am back with another quick video. Kind of feel like deja vu, and the reason why.
Oh my goodness! It broke again! I can't believe it.
We broke the Traxxas Mini Maxx again. I feel like we've been here before, and I thought I addressed the issues, but clearly this thing is broke. I've only put like 3 packs to this thing, and it spent more time on the bench than it has out in the street. There's a few things that I want to change. I did find the center brace, and let's put that on. I do want to change the motor too. Higher KV, we'll do a little bit of testing, because the last time I speed ran this thing, it didn't go anywhere. So, with that being said, let's run the quick montage, then hit the bench, fix it, speed run it. Let's go.
Give it. Give it. Give it. Give it to me.
All right, guys. We're back at the workbench. We got the Traxxas Mini Maxx, and we have a few parts that we want to install. One of the issues that I do have is the motor is a little bit too long. The sensor wire, I feel like, is being pressed, right? So the motor is too big for this chassis, and it's definitely pressing on that sensor wire. So with that, we're going from a 3665 and we're going to a 3652. So a 3200 kV motor, we're moving it up to a 5400 kV motor. I also got a GPM wheelie bar. Do we need it? Maybe not, but guess what? We're gonna put it on there, cool. I also have a couple plastic parts from Traxxas that I need to change out. Obviously, they're broken. We have a spur gear from GPM. This is a 47 tooth carbon steel spur gear. We're gonna add that on there. Center drive shaft. We're going from a plastic, and we're adding this GPM 775 drive shaft. All right, guys, one of the things that I'm excited for is going to be this BeastmodeRC. These are aluminum skid plates from BeastmodeRC. It is a center carbon fiber chassis brace. I don't know how I'm going to put this, but it goes something like this. Boom, right in between. I can put the receiver box right on top. And the last thing that always breaks on this is the 3rd time that I have to replace it. It's going to be this pinion gear differential. This thing, my friends, is trash. Anyway, I got no other choice but to just get the Traxxas one. Hopefully it'll last me more than 1 battery, but we'll see. Part number 10779. Everything I'm going to link down in the description below. Let's put this together and hopefully have a good working car. Let's go. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start off with the rear. We're gonna change this pinion gear differential right back here. This thing keeps on breaking, and yeah, it just snapped right off. All right, so let's just go ahead and just replace that. All right, and the shocks. Let's remove this. All right, and just one quick tip. Anytime you take any screw off, just throw it right back in there, because you don't want to have any extra screws lying around. 2 more screws, that takes this off. So now it's 6 more screws to open it up. Let's go. Right, now we have the rear diff. That is 10 screws just to get in here. All right, so this is the thing that we're always breaking. Let me show you. That is what we're always breaking. This is probably, what, the 3rd time that I'm gonna change this. Yeah. This is what breaks, this is the replacement. This also comes with it, but we don't need this. Part number 10779, they don't sell it individually, so I have to buy a double. Let me take this off because I am actually collecting everything to see exactly how much this thing is costing me in total. All right, so let's change it up. That's it. Simple as that. All right, let's put the 10 screws back. Perfect. All right, let's put this back in. Last one. And like always, we just tighten it up a little bit. All right, now we put the shock tower. All right, now we finish off with the shocks. All right, guys, and just like that, we are back in business. Very easy, very simple. It's just 10 screws. We're good to go. Let's move on to this. Next thing is, let's change this center gear cover. Just 2 screws, and this thing is out. This has seen better days. It's broken. I try to make a hole so that this could scoot back a little bit, but obviously it didn't work. Now it's time to remove it. We have to figure this thing out. This is gonna be good. Let's go. All right, for this, it's gonna be part number 10777. This is gonna have the gear covers, the receiver, the center drive shaft. All I need is one thing out of this, but obviously, you know, you have to buy it in bulk. So let's open it. And again, I'm gonna add this to my list of things. All right, 2 screws, and that is in. Cool. The next thing we're gonna attack is gonna be this servo saver horn. This thing broke. We did put a different servo. We changed it with an Amazon special. What, 25 bucks, and it's probably like 3 times the power. So why not? Anyway, so I do have a GPM one that we're gonna go ahead and put on there. It's a 7075 GPM servo saver horn for this little Mini Maxx. This is a 25 tooth, and yeah, I'll put the model number in the description. Let's go ahead and put this new little servo saver horn. All right. Cool. Servo saver's on. Looks like it's gonna hit right there, so just gotta cut it off. Had a little piece rubbing. That should be pretty good. All right, the new servo saver is in. It's a little too tight for my liking. I had to Dremel this little piece right there. Looking good. All right, that is complete. On to the next. Next thing we're gonna work on is gonna be this motor. This is a 3200 kV, 3665 motor. This is actually very good. However, the barrel is just too long, and it's kind of digging into the sensor wire, so it's tight, and I don't like it. So what I did is I bought this 3652 54 kV, 5400 kV motor to replace it. And the reason why is because this one is just a little bit shorter. So let's take a look at it. Here is the new motor. Look at the difference. This is gonna be shorter, stubbier, and allow that sensor wire to just be free without any contact. I'm curious to see if there's gonna be more speed with this one. Obviously, rule of thumb will say a higher kV, faster speed, but we will test it as soon as this is ready to go. So I'm excited to put this in. I think this I'm gonna put into probably the low-C NASCAR, or I'm probably gonna stick this motor into this. This is probably my favorite RC at the moment. I'm technically a 5th scale person, but this thing right here is off the hook. Everything that we're doing to this Mini Maxx, for the most part, comes standard here, right? The majority, obviously not all the aluminum, but better motor. I mean, we had to spend, what, 150 bucks on a motor or something like that? Yeah. This is much better. So let's go ahead and change this motor, install it. I do have a 22 tooth pinion, and we're gonna add this 47 tooth spur. Let's get wrenching. All right, we switched it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add a 22 tooth to this. We should be good to go. Before we continue, what we're gonna do is we're gonna change these little front skid plates. I have to take this off so that I can replace it. Hopefully it's not that big, but let's go ahead and replace this. And let me show you. This is from BeastmodeRC. Check these out. So this is supposed to go here. And one of the main issues that a lot of people have is that this touches the floor too much. And you know, these are easy to replace, no problem. These will just look ugly when they get scraped. But at the same time, it'll make it a little bit stronger. So now that I have this off, let's go ahead and put these on and replace these. So, all right, look at that. Oh yeah. All right, let's put this back on. Look at that. And they're light too, very light. This is the back. Again, this is from BeastmodeRC. Little small mom and pop company that I saw had some good stuff, so why not give it a shot? All right guys, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add this center drive shaft. This thing is $775. It's gonna make it stronger than the plastic one, and then we're also replacing this 47 tooth plastic spur with a GPM 47 aluminum spur. So this is the plastic Traxxas one, and this is the GPM one. Very nice. Boom. Looks so good. All right. Goes right in. Boom. Right in. Love it. Look at that amount of space that I just made. I got a whole finger's worth. All right, put the back brace on, the back skid plate. Center chassis brace is on. And I have the BeastmodeRC front and rear skid plates. This is solid. We also put the motor, changed a few of the plastic housings, and now what we're gonna do is try to figure out how we put this BeastmodeRC center chassis brace. So this goes around here somewhere. You have to figure it out, but it goes something like this. I don't know if it goes like that, or like that, or like something like that. All right, let's figure it out. We're almost done. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. We have to add 2 more to the collection. That's a lot of upgrades. All right, let's figure this out. I figured it out. This actually goes with the shocks. This goes right here. Let me install it and then I'll show it to you. But this is actually very clever because everything is positioned right on top. The receiver box goes here. The power button to the ESC goes right there. And it's pretty much out the way. So I'm excited. Boom, secure. So it sits just like that. Okay, let's put the back ones on. Rear one is in. You take the 2 screws off. This just falls right in place. And it aligns up with the screws. Boom, secure. All right, guys, look at that. Yes. Look at the power button. It's secure right on top, and then the receiver box goes right on top. Definitely a good look. Let's finish it off. All right, guys, chassis brace is on. This thing is on point. What I do like about this, obviously, as we all know, this thing is way too small. This one is meant for the bigger receiver box. So I'm going to order one. I'll temporarily just put it here. Let's connect all the wires and let's finish it up. All right, guys, we are at the local parking lot. We have completed the build on the Traxxas Mini Maxx. Again, we changed the motor, the ESC. A lot of goodies on here. The top brace by BeastmodeRC. We got a little wheelie bar. We got aluminum skid plates. I left the plastic arms just because if something breaks, I want that to break. We have a cheap 3S Amazon battery, fully charged. We're gonna connect that. Again, I just want to get a quick speed run. The last time I got 37 miles an hour, I think it was. I got a GNSS. All right, that's on there. All right, so let me put this back here. I got this paired up to the DX5 Pro. Not bad. Turn it on. All right. Look at that servo. All right, so we got that. Let me just check the speed. 3, 2, 1. Oh no, the battery came out. Boom. Guys, and there it is. This quick little speed run. I just wanted to see how we're doing. Again, the motor is warm, not hot. Feels great. All right, we ready? Stop. Read. 48 miles an hour. Not bad. And it's that I can't even open it all the way because it just wheelies. Not bad. I'll put the stock tires. Hopefully I can get probably a better speed, but that is for another day. I have to get on a flight in a couple hours. I need to pack. So wanted to make this video before I left. Like, follow, subscribe. I have 4 projects that I have. I have a Losi DBXL. I have a Cranes 8S. I also have a new UDR, and then I also have this other project that I'm piecing together. So a lot of good stuff coming. Cool. 48 miles an hour on the Traxxas Mini Maxx, and probably not the best, but not bad at all. I'm very satisfied. Very satisfied. This thing is nice. Probably not worth the money that I've spent on this, but let's go. Peace.